An earthquake warning has been issued for the following counties or areas: Birmingham, Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, Tampa Bay, Florida. Effective from 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey. A magnitude 9.5 earthquake has occurred in the northern part of Alabama, causing severe damage and flooding to property and infrastructure. The amount of casualties and extent of the damage has not been determined. Giant sinkholes are happening on the land as a result of the seismic activity taking place, devouring man-made structures like roads and buildings as it continues gaping more bigger. State authorities are investigating the situation more closely and are trying to count the total cost of the damage and the number of people killed from this activity. All residents in the northern half of Alabama are advised to follow these instructions. If indoors, seek an earthquake-proof shelter with no windows and only one door. If you are driving, be sure to park in an open area far away from buildings, trees, over or underpasses, and/or utility wires. Do not go outside as it is way too risky and dangerous. Be careful of your surroundings. If you fall into one of the sinkholes, you may not be rescued due to the extreme conditions. Lastly, do not panic, as panicking will only worsen the situation. The United States Geological Survey is carefully monitoring the situation and will give out updates. Stay tuned for more information and details regarding the situation.
Saturday mornings are the place to do the new.
That's amazing!
New tech.
Gotta go faster!
New tricks. New crushes.
Okay, it's the bees dancing with
Civil danger warning for the following counties/areas: State of Mississippi, State of Alabama, State of Georgia, State of Florida, and State of Louisiana. Effective from 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and in conjunction with the United States Geological Survey. There were witnesses of huge fissures in the Earth's crust, which is continuing to grow and cause more devastation in the affected states of Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, and Louisiana. These fissures are causing destruction to property and it's causing the affected areas to drift away from the North American continent, causing even more catastrophic damage. Some massive sinkholes are forming in parts of Louisiana and Florida as a result. It is believed that the 9.5 earthquake a couple of hours ago was the cause behind those fissures happening. The United States Geological Survey is carefully examining this and will give out an update once their investigation finishes. All residents viewing this message, if you are in a shelter, remain in your shelter until an all clear has been given. Stay tuned for more information and details. Civil danger warning for the following counties/areas: Shreveport, Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi, Huntsville, Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama, Atlanta, Georgia. Effective from 3:45 p.m. to 4:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and in conjunction with the United States Geological Survey. The situation in the southern region has worsened. A powerful explosion took place in the northern parts of Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia, spanning around 485 miles wide. Due to the strong intensity of this explosion, catastrophic damage and numerous civilian deaths have been recorded around the destroyed areas. The cost of the damage and number of fatalities is not yet known, but it is estimated for the death toll to reach the hundreds of thousands and the total cost is estimated to reach the billions. The explosion has also caused high amounts of deadly fumes to release from the rift. Your shelter might not be able to sustain your survival and will not be able to prevent loss of life. Evacuation is mandatory, so be prepared to relocate to a new and stable shelter with essential supplies that'll last for at least 2 to 3 weeks. Those supplies include but are not limited to food, water, clothing, medical supplies, toiletries, your mobile device, a flashlight, and a battery-powered radio. Please refrain from going outside, as debris caused by the explosion and the fumes pose as a hazard to those caught outdoors. The United States Geological Survey, along with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, is currently working on this issue and will give out updates once their investigation completes. Stay tuned to this station for more information and details.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey, the United States Department of Health and Human Services, and in conjunction with the Environmental Protection Agency. Because of the huge gas explosion that occurred in the southern region spanning from Louisiana to Georgia, mass amounts of gases are starting to rise out of the rifts that had been created. These gases are poisoning the atmosphere and is considered lethal for all organic habitats, including human life. If you are exposed to these gases, your survival will be greatly hindered. Symptoms that happen as a result of exposure to gas are the following: pale skin, vomiting blood, loss of hair, dizziness, diarrhea, loss of vision, loss of consciousness, paralysis, and seizures. Residents living in the danger zone are advised to shelter in place and avoid letting gas enter your home by using tape, glue, and/or damp towels to seal and cover cracks. Close and lock all doors and windows. Gas masks are highly advised in order to protect yourself from those deadly gases going into your respiratory system. It isn't known when will the gases go away, however, please stay where you are and until an all clear has been given. Stay tuned to this station for more information and details.
Civil emergency message for the entire United States. Effective from 6:50 a.m. to 7:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and the United States government. The rift that is situated in the southern region and spanning from Louisiana to Georgia is beginning to collapse onto itself from the bottom, and it is expected that this rift could fly away from the surface and ascend to outer space. All residents living in the states of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia are given a chance to evacuate in case of a disastrous geological event. If you choose not to evacuate, you are putting your life and other lives in great danger. Scientists from the United States Geological Survey has sent some terrifying and frightening news. They are claiming that something called a Verneshot event is about to happen. A Verneshot is a large ejection of matter that occurs when gases underground continuously build up, which causes them to burst into an explosive blast. Verneshots are so powerful that it might cause many parts of the planet to blow up into many pieces if one takes place. The gases that were rising up from the rift are continuing to accelerate into the air, which is continuing to cause more damage to the environment. It is believed that the 9.5 magnitude earthquake and the mega fissures yesterday were the cause of the gas explosion. Many methods and attempts are currently being used to prevent a global catastrophe from happening. You are advised to not panic, as panicking will further diminish your chances of survival. Stay tuned to this station for more information and details related to this catastrophic disaster. We interrupt your programming. This is a global emergency. Important instructions will follow. This is an emergency action notification requested by the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. Please do not turn off your television as this pertains to an ongoing global crisis that will follow soon. The emergency alert system has been activated. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government, the United States Geological Survey, and in conjunction with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. This is not a test. To repeat, this is not a test. Ladies and gentlemen, our world is coming to an end. At approximately 11:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, a powerful and deadly Verneshot eruption took place in the states of Alabama and Mississippi. More than half of the states mentioned has aggressively flown away from the surface and into outer space. This fragment is around 195 miles wide in length, and it is expected that the huge object will impact in South Asia, mostly land consisting of Myanmar and Thailand, within 6 hours' time. This impact will be similar to an asteroid impact that was predicted. However, this impact will be the cause of the eradication of all life on Earth. Once the fragment impacts, a large fireball around 1,000 miles wide will incinerate anything that stands in its path. Those who survived the fireball will be torn apart from the dense shockwave. The earthquakes measuring 20.0 on the Richter scale will occur all around the planet. All volcanoes in the world will erupt, causing the triggering of the Pacific Ring of Fire. Giant mega tsunamis measuring 7,000 feet will destroy almost all coastal areas of all continents. Rock and ash will build up in the atmosphere, causing the sun to be blocked completely for 400 years, if the Earth is lucky enough to not get obliterated. NASA has shared some bone-chilling news. It is confirmed that there is nothing humanity can do to stop this event from occurring. There is no reason to stay calm, go into panic mode. All residents in the United States and the rest of the world, gather the people close to you, and embrace for doomsday. If you are religious, pray to your god or goddess. I have selected a course from the Bible, Proverbs 3:5. This verse means to acknowledge God in all ways, and to let go of what you think you know, and let God take the lead. This will conclude the final activation of the emergency alert system. This station will sign off for the final time, with our national anthem. Thank you for your cooperation during this time, but this is the end. This is Tom, signing off. Goodbye.